think on the whole, the business has been good. When we started the year, sometime in March 24, the markets were not looking very encouraging. We were just coming out of a high inventory situation. The interest rates been high, customer sentiment was low. So we thought we'll grow about 10%. But so far, in the 9 months from April to December, PDS has actually pulled through a 20% plus growth rate. So it's been a good year, and I think the momentum continues. And as we look forward to entering the next year, we believe we should continue to build on the momentum that we had gained so far. I think we need to step back a little bit. PDS has been largely an asset-light company into design-led sourcing, and wherein almost 93% of what we sell to our customers is actually through our partner factories. But the 7% is through our own factories. So we have had factories in Bangladesh, we have had factory in Sri Lanka, and India is very strongly emerging as a country from where a lot of retailers want to source. So we wanted to have acquisition of a manufacturing facility here so that we can showcase to our global customers that we know what it takes to manufacture in India. We could demonstrate that in Bangladesh, we could do that in Sri Lanka. Now to that extent, therefore, on one hand, Knit Gallery has its own merits in terms of the profile of customers, in terms of the product, in terms of its financial strength, but at the same time, while this facility does about 40-45 million, we have planned that can be multiplied 10 times in terms of what we source from India. So to that extent, Knit Gallery, I believe, is an important step in the direction of catering to our customers' increased requirements from India. I'm just reminding myself of what happened 1 year back, and maybe it was our first year. And within 365 days, I guess I'm super excited on the day one. I think the turnout is pretty good, and in the last 1 year, all the efforts of the industry, all the efforts of the government of India have really been there to put India on the global map in terms of Make in India initiative, specific initiatives of manufacturing in textiles in India. India's own financial strength, political strength, legal strength, therefore it is making the buyers more and more attractive towards India. So in that, larger game plan, this Bharat Tex, I believe, is really an excellent platform for us in India to showcase our strength and for our global buyers to actually come and experience our present and future capabilities. And therefore, I see it's something that will unfold into tremendous success for the entire industry. As I said, India has been a recent one in terms of the acquisition that we have done. So we actually are showcasing PDS manufacturing strength here. We have also got, our team from Bangladesh. We also, but the focus is on Knit Gallery India. So I guess that's here. And then I think if you look at the assortment, we have manufacturing, then we have home furnishings on one hand, and in a Poetic Gem stall, we've also gone a little, up, wherein we are talking about more private brands, or a higher price point, and which are being pushed through our own B2B channels, a relationship with the customers. That also you can experience it over here. And finally, our PDS Ventures, wherein we every year allocate a part of what we earn, part of our balance sheet, to an agenda to ESG, globally, and that also we've been showcasing here. So I guess it's an effort, it's an attempt to showcase PDS strength to our buyers in general. I would say everything in the textbook we follow it to the T. Both in terms of our thought process planning and also in terms of execution. You asked me the previous question, as to what are we showcasing here, and I mentioned about PDS Ventures, wherein we've actually allocating a part of our balance sheet to new age processes, technologies, which can actually reduce the consumption of the natural resources. Then we also nurtured and invested into companies, wherein, for example, in can we increase the life of a garment before it actually gets into a landfill? Through a company called Yellow Octopus that we have invested into. Then we invested into technology called Reflaunt, wherein youngsters can actually reflaunt, as the word says, the dresses to make it an item of consumption once again, on a rental basis by other users as well. So these are some of the initiatives. Plus, our partner, Good Fashion Fund from Netherlands. In fact, this evening PDS is actually hosting a cocktail for its customers, and other stakeholders, together with Good Fashion Fund. They provide funding to projects, wherein they believe the funding they provide is actually going to reduce the consumption of natural resources by at least half. So our factory in Bangladesh was the first one to receive this funding from Good Fashion Fund, wherein the water consumption in the wash plant went down by 50%. So they in fact are here in our stall, and we believe, can we now channelize Good Fashion Fund's investment into India, into such similar initiatives. In fact, our global ESG director also is here, participating in the stall. So we are absolutely committed to the ESG agenda.